In a quiet village nestled between green hills, there lived a girl named Amara who loved making things. Every evening, she would sit by her small window and craft tiny lanterns from old jars, bits of colored paper, and whatever glow she could find, sometimes just a single candle stub. The village held an annual festival of lights where everyone hung beautiful lanterns along the paths. The brightest ones came from the big houses, sparkling glass orbs, fancy electric lights, and lanterns painted with gold. Amara's lanterns were small and simple. They didn't shine very far, and the other children sometimes giggled when they saw them. "Don't bother hanging yours this year," one boy said kindly. "They'll get lost in all the big lights." Amara felt a little sting in her chest, but she smiled anyway. "Even a tiny light is still a light," she whispered to herself. On festival night, the village paths glowed like rivers of stars. People walked and laughed under the dazzling display. Amara quietly hung her 3 little lanterns on the oldest, darkest corner of the path, the one everyone usually avoided because the big trees blocked most of the light. At first, no one noticed. Then an elderly woman walking with a cane paused. "Oh," she said softly, "this little glow, it shows me exactly where the path turns. I almost tripped last year." A father carrying his sleepy daughter stopped. "Look, the colors are so warm here. It feels like home." Soon, a small group gathered around Amara's corner. Children pointed and smiled. "It's like a secret treasure," one said. Parents took photos. Even the people with the grandest lanterns came over to see why everyone was smiling in the shadows. By the end of the night, that quiet, forgotten corner had become the favorite spot in the whole festival. People stood there longer, talked softer, and felt closer to each other. When the lights began to dim and everyone went home, Amara took down her lanterns. One candle had burned all the way down, but it had done its job. As she walked back, the village elder placed a gentle hand on her shoulder. "You reminded us," he said, "that the brightest light isn't always the biggest. Sometimes it's the one that shows up exactly where it's needed." Amara looked up at the starry sky and smiled. From that night on, every year, someone always hung a tiny lantern in the darkest corner just in case someone needed to find their way.